they actually come out of the explosions. I thought it was just kind of a summoning thing, but they're hitting him in the chest and they're appearing on his chest. And they're just getting teed up and sent out of the park. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And for today's episode, we have something that I've never seen in tabs before. You know, up until this point, every iteration of the game has been red units versus blue units. And even when people made their own weird modded creations, they still followed the rules, right? They were just mismatched versions of stuff that we already had. But the exotic faction throws all that out the window. You know, we now have a group of kind of off-green units that might look pretty familiar, but apparently they have all new, radically different abilities. Every time they throw a bunch of new units at me, I don't know where to start, so we're just gonna go from cheapest to most expensive, beginning with the Possessed Body, which was a little weird to begin with because they don't have a head, but by the looks of it, they also just sprint across the battlefield and use whatever weapons they want. What just exploded? Wait, what just happened? One of them detonated and apparently the farmers won? I'm confused. So not only are they kind of green and missing a head and possessed, apparently, but they're given a random weapon, and in some cases that weapon is self-destruction, I guess? I need to run that again and see that in slow motion. And they sprint! This is another thing, we've never seen units sprint in tabs, and they actually do it really well. Right, that's pretty properly animated. Now, who's blowing up? I'm willing to bet that in between rounds, they're given a different weapon. So we might not have a detonator this time. It's hard to tell. They're so freaky and weird. Nope, something just blew up. Again, I didn't see it. It's so hard to tell. What? Oh. There's a small possibility that when they die, they self-detonate. Again, I didn't really catch it, but I want to say that that guy ate it, and then the round ended, we lost, but he still blew up. In which case, I gotta see it again. I love seeing the running animation, and we do get different weapons. Okay, we got a bunch of battle axes this time and a shield, but we do have a few more unarmed. Get in there, guys, and hopefully some of you die, because I really do want to see... You see, some of them die and they don't explode. So why do some of them blow up? I can't figure it out. I don't... Oh! It's the Samurai Giant ability. They're not exploding, they're stomping the ground as if they were giants, except they're not giants, so they kill themselves. Yeah, he did it again! That weird little backflip that they do, and then they land. Okay, that makes some sense. Not all that useful when you keep losing because of it. Next up, we have the Poison Darter, which I'm guessing is gonna work very similar to the Potion Seller, except instead of throwing vials of poison, instead they're gonna throw tiny spears. Usually they would kind of shoot them out of a straw, wouldn't they? Either way, I'm really interested in seeing how this is gonna work because the confusion is something that is very hard to predict in this game. Okay, they're actually doing a pretty killer job with it. You can't even see them, they're so tiny. I guess they are darts after all. That was really impressive. I didn't expect them to be that lethal. Let's up the number of units that they're gonna face off against and see how they do. Because I would imagine this isn't gonna be area of effect, right? Yeah, it's single target. They can only hit one unit with a dart, whereas the Potion Seller can probably hit groups, I'm fairly certain. And the confusion doesn't kill them. That's the problem, right? You confuse them, they can still figure it out and come for you. All right, I like them. I could see them being very useful in an army, but as a full army, not so much. Moving on to the Rock Thrower, which I'm guessing is gonna be a cross between the Ninja and the Stoner. Right, instead of throwing one giant boulder very slowly, they'll throw a bunch of little tiny boulders really quick. If they hit with the same impact as a big boulder, this is gonna be super overpowered. Okay, they definitely hurt, but it's not the same impact as a boulder. These guys are getting back up, they're walking again. Up close, however, not the same story. Okay, that was 20 versus 10, and they still dealt with them handedly. Like, those guys are wearing helmets. You'd think rocks wouldn't be that big of a deal. When it comes to any rapid-fire ranged unit in this game, I gotta see what happens when you get a full army of them. Right, I wanna see it rain down rocks. So we're gonna try 75 rock throwers versus 2 very big, very capable targets. I would imagine we're probably gonna lose, but at the very least we should be able to pelt a ball sack or 2. Oh, low blow, guys. I love the fact that the giants shake like they're getting shot by a machine gun in a 1940s movie. This is actually kind of close. I think that one died from kidney failure, but the other one is swinging for the fences. Guys, you don't want to hide underneath the corpse, or not. Yeah, who am I to strategize? I can already tell you right now, this is gonna be a bad idea. It's probably gonna lag or crash my game, but I couldn't resist, okay? 100 versus 100, rock thrower versus rock thrower. It's gonna be like a snowball fight, but for real manly men. I'm probably gonna have to play it in slow motion, otherwise we're not gonna see anything. Go ahead, guys, make my day, holy crap. It's beautiful. It's mesmerizing. It's like the interpretive dance of a concussion. I'm really curious who's gonna win. And I just realized that the enemy team is off color as well. Like, they're not red. They're kind of like pink-ish. So we have red, blue, pink-ish, and green-ish. Interesting. This poor field is gonna have so many rocks. Whoever has to mow this lawn is gonna be pissed tomorrow morning, guys. On top of all the corpses, I suppose. Can we speed things up now? Are you guys gonna work through the lag? Nope, not really. We're working at Microsoft PowerPoint level of frame rate, but I think we have a, whoa, this is actually really close. Damn. Turns out when the armies are even, it's gonna come down to the very last guy. I think the zombie is the unit that confuses me the most about this entire faction. Like, what makes it a zombie? Okay, it's very green. It's not green-ish, but you can't scratch without fingers. You can't bite without a mouth. It doesn't have a weapon. It's gotta fight somehow, so I feel like I'm missing something here. We got a pretty even fight versus a bunch of clubbers. Whoa. They're converting the enemy unit and exploding. What the hell just happened? How on earth did they program in the ability to take control of enemy units? Right, that is what happened, right? He clearly just punched that guy into becoming a zombie. Like, sometimes they miss, but other times they don't. And before they get taken out, they convert at least one enemy, so it kind of cascades. Interesting. It's like a really weird game of red light, green light, but they do detonate. We didn't see the samurai backflip. They just exploded. I'm gonna play really close. Oh, wait, I don't need to pay very close attention. What if I just take control of one of you guys? Right, I could just do something like this. Oh, wow. They even sound like zombies. That's so perfect. I don't know what happened to this guy's neck, but that is amazing. Let's try that one more time, except for this time, I will become a zombie. So we have punch, and we have ow. Okay, 2 isn't doing anything. 1? Oh, it's probably saying how many units I can convert. So they can only convert 2 units. That's pretty clever. Something tells me it's not gonna be so easy to convert bigger units. I really doubt we could just walk up to a giant and punch him in the head and make him our friend, but he can punch us in the head, that's for sure. There we go, swarm the minotaurs, guys, make them friends. Quit suckling on their teats, okay? I know they're cows, but this is not working, no. We didn't make a single conversion. It just got flattened. Next up, we have the Duelist, and I'm not even 100% clear on what it's supposed to be. It kind of looks like some kind of Roman angel Valkyrie clubbing warrior thing. So I figured we'll just have him face off against the real Valkyrie, and hopefully, oh, you guys only kind of hover. You don't really fly. Well then, that's gonna be a very strange duel indeed. What are you guys doing? What is happening right now? I think they broke the Valkyrie's brains. They're just kind of hanging upside down trying to reach them. Oh, they disarm all of them? Yeah, they disarmed all of their swords, so they're just kind of dangling there with their arms. So as a duelist, they have the ability to remove the weapons from their... I gotta try this with a unit that doesn't break in the air. How about we have you guys face off against a bunch of squires, right? They have weapons, they have giant misshapen heads. There's always one guy that thinks he's gonna be clever and pokes eye holes into a garbage can. Okay, well they have a very intimidating battle cry, but I don't really see what they're doing. They're just kind of clubbers, right? They're floating, strange clubbers. Weird, not what I expected from something called the Duelist. But I guess, like, the Duelists won. Now we get to move on to the big boys with the Slapper. $1,000 for one slapper, and it looks like a Jarl got his axe taken away. But if he slaps the tits off of another unit, you know what? I'll be pretty impressed. I definitely want to hear cheeks clap. I'm not hearing any cheeks clapping, guys. The difference between a slap and a punch for a tabs unit is non-existent because you guys don't have fingers. There are no closed fists. Duelist, Slapper, you've both been kinda disappointing, so you know what? You guys are gonna fight to the death. Let's see who's gonna win. The floating clubber or the punchy bear? Ooh, punchy bear is definitely getting in there. When you see enemies fly off screen, okay, that's why they're slappers. Because they slap real hard. Onto the second most expensive unit in the faction, we have the Witch, and something intense had better come out of that disco skull, or so help me God. Do not let me down. We had better see explosions of tiny minions that also explode? What just happened? That's what it is. They explode into a bunch of little tiny minions that carry off the corpses. Oh, they're gross. They don't have the charm of the hobbits. They're just like weird little gnomes. Okay, again, I gotta try that some more. Having them face off against a group of dummies dressed up in hay probably wasn't a fair fight. So we'll have them try against a full-blown phalanx of Spartans. Okay, they're outnumbered, they're outclassed. I'm really curious how real warriors will do against the exploding gnome terrors. Even the collateral explosions should do something. We didn't get any collateral explosions there, guys. Jesus, that guy's in Russia. Point blank explosions do a lot of damage. Oh, no. Too many of them. Yeah, they're weak. We can't let them get too close. We gotta get our little guys to do the work. They are so gross. They're like little ETs. You really gotta wonder how a giant would fare against all the little explodey gnomes, right? Would they just kind of all pop out and then just get batted out of the air? Hold on a second, he hit himself in the head there, to the point where he's kind of twerking, and they actually come out of the explosions. I thought it was just kind of a summoning thing, but they're hitting him in the chest, and they're appearing on his chest. And then just getting teed up and sent out of the park. They're doing a good job, though. They're actually distracting him. He's not getting any closer to us, so hopefully the explosions are doing damage. They have to, right? They gotta be like firework archers, I would imagine. No, that's not good. There, keep him down. There we go, that's the good stuff. Oh, he's back up. Okay, I'll say it right now. Probably one of the coolest units I've ever seen in tabs. Hands down, I love the exploding summoning. Like, look at that. That's absurd. And last, but certainly not least, we have the Time Wizard. What the hell that means exactly? Your guess is as good as mine. He's got Razor's latest RGB staff, but I don't see how that's gonna help against an army of peasants. Oh, what the hell? He actually freezes time? I'm not doing that. I'm not the one pausing stuff, he is. So if I had an army there, they would have just slaughtered them. we gotta try the tag team of Time Wizard and Witch. It's like a really bad romance novel, but I would imagine he's gonna freeze time. We're gonna shoot. That dude's dead. That dude's dead. They're dying before they can move, and then they just drop when the Time Wizard stops, and they freeze again. Holy crap, that's clever. That's ingenious. That needs to be something that they put into the actual game. Like, I could see this being a legitimate mechanic for, like, maybe the Renaissance. Have, like, a real wizard to be the highest level unit and be able to freeze stuff and have some kind of attack. But that was wicked. Like, I want to be able to use these legitimately in the campaign and stuff like that, but it seems so cheesy. What would happen if we had multiple Time Wizards? Like, would they be able to stagger their attacks and just have the enemy frozen forever? I'm gonna try a very formidable army versus one king, and I want to see if they can stay frozen forever and just have this one king cut them all down. Hey, are we gonna be able to? Oh, yep. He's dead. No, didn't work. Time Wizard screwed the pooch. Yep, that's a problem. In all reality, our sword got stuck in the body, the first body we hit, so there was no victory there. You know what, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, guys. And I wanted to mention right now at the end of the video that I do still see all of the recommendations from you guys, and I do very much appreciate them. You know, even if I don't get to them right away, all the comments on the videos just help the series do better. You know, it incentivizes me to come back and play more frequently, so at the very least you can take that out of it. But I have been collecting up comments, you know, myths people want busted, suggestions for battles, and I will return to that soon. But whenever something like this comes out, I mean, I gotta cover it. I know people are gonna want to see this. But thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.